You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Galvez. Today is January 25th, and you are watching us live on the EXP. We're going to talk to you guys here on the other side of this intro right here. Welcome, Ambrosia, to the show. How's it going, everybody?
Good. How are you?
Ambrosia, I'm doing excellent. How are you?
I am fabulous.
It's been a week since the last time we seen each other. There's been tons and tons of really cool stuff going on. Not a lot of news, but I've watched a ton of really cool shows.
I have too, and I'm so excited to talk about
there's lots of Kickstarters that are dropping too.
Yay!
So I'm excited to talk about all that cool stuff. Before we do any of that stuff, how are you and how have you been, Ambrosia?
I have been good. I have been exhausted. I feel like it needs to be a Friday. I think I was telling you, like, right now middle schoolers are kicking my butt. But no, I've been really good. Yeah.
I feel that this week. I feel like today, since Monday, I felt like it was a Friday.
Yes,
and I'm just like, okay, today's good. Today, I can have a day off, right? Nope, it's Monday.
Yep.
So, but anyway, we got Alan Dunford in the house. What's going on? Alan Dunford has a live Kickstarter going on right now, guys. If you guys don't know what Pocus Hocus is, it's a gorgeous little comic book. I don't have one on hand somewhere in here. Pile of stuff, but it's a gorgeous comic book with a magician who his soul has been taken and he's trying to get it back. This is volume 2, just dropped, volume 2 issue 1. So you guys can head on over to geekcollective.net/Pocus Hocus V2 and you guys will be directed to the Kickstarter there. They funded about 20 hours into the campaign, so it's doing very well. We also have Woven Press. They are doing a Kickstarter called Mixology Noir. It's a cool little double feature. It's a horror noir about cocktails. There's one story where a man, he curses his wife to the gods, but the gods hear him. And you want to know what happens when they actually listen. Read this story. Head on over to geekcollective.net/Woven Press and find a tier and read it out. We also have a really cool plush on Kickstarter right now from Lone Wolf Press, Lone Wolf Comics, called it is Nightwolf Voodoo Doll. So you guys head on over to geekcollective.net/plush, and it's a cute little soft plushie. Ambrosia, I know you love it.
Yeah, I love soft plushies.
And it's a werewolf. So who doesn't love soft plushy werewolves? So head on over to all 3 of those cool Kickstarters that are live right now. All 3 of those guys are going to be live on Kevin Joseph's show this Friday. So make sure you guys are checking that out too. So all of that aside, let's go and move right into our first segment. Ambrosia, are you ready for what's on your watch list?
Oh my goodness, yes.
All right. Before we move on to what's in the watch list, I do want to thank producer JD for doing all the amazing things in the background, all this really cool stuff. The reason why we are able to be here and do all this stuff for you guys is because of this amazing gentleman. Thank you, sir.
Oh my God, that's so cute. Thanks, JD.
All right. So Ambrosia, first up on my watch list, I finished guys,
did that happen for you too? There he's back.
Okay. I was like, wait, is that me or is that Joey?
I pressed a button and my screen went black. I'm sorry. That was weird. But I finished Jack Ryan. Have you even watched one episode of those?
No.
Oh my gosh, what do you have in your hand, Ambrosia?
Oh yeah, so my ADHD. So last week I worked on my daffodils on my flowers, and this week I'm working on my Spice Girl briquettes.
Oh, so cool. I love that. Very, very cool. You guys you guys get to see her in action. I hope do you think you can get them done by the time?
Oh my gosh, no, I only get to figure, like, I'll only finish one. Yeah, no, I my ADHD, I need something to focus on, but I'm not like that.
I feel you. I feel you. That's the reason why I do this show.
Okay, so talk to us about Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan. Season 3 just finished. I got to tell you guys, it's all right. If you guys are like a big, huge Tom Clancy fan, this is definitely up your alley. It's a Tom Clancy, novel turned into a show. So I mean, it's excellent. If you are into that, right? I'm not a big, huge. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is ASMR.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I had it like bag 1 was like in the very bottom. So sorry.
Sorry, guys. You guys. Okay, that's enough. Everybody's like, everybody just tuned out. Jack Ryan. It's okay. It's great. I thought this season was all right. The first season was amazing. Second season was a little bit better, but I think they kind of dropped the ball on this one. I'm not sure how long this is going to still be out there. So, I don't know. Are you JD? Are you watching this one?
There we go. Okay. No, I have not been watching Jack Ryan, but side tangents.
Yeah.
I did watch a show that I found very similar to Tom Clancy type shows and movies, but except that it was a dark comedy, and that was The Recruit on Netflix.
Oh, I've been really interested in watching. I didn't know if it was going to be good or not. What do you think?
I thought it was excellent. It was funny and depressing in a very Eastern European way.
Isn't that with what's his name? Charlie Cox?
Yeah, Charlie Cox. I'm not sure.
Daredevil, right?
No.
Is that not the one? No, that's the other one spy movie spy show that's out there.
This was a TV show, and it was starring the guy who played Adam Smasher on the Black Adam.
Yep, that's the okay. Now I know which one you're talking about. That looked really interesting too. How'd he do in that one?
He was really good. Like, he was funny in the funny parts. He was, you could see that the emotional toll that the action of the show was taking on him, and how as his life just comes apart at the seams. Yeah, it was cool. It was a really good mix. I would recommend it.
I think I might, because right now I'm in that I've watched everything. I've finished everything.
What?
And I'm in that point where I'm like, okay, I want something new before like Wakanda Forever drops next week. Because you
haven't seen that yet, have you? I haven't
seen it yet because I refuse to go to the theaters. I'm that guy. It's all because of what's her name's commercial where she tells you that you can only watch movies in the theater. I said nope. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know which one I'm talking about.
I don't know if it happens. Well, you've been to the theater, so you wouldn't know. But when I go to the movie theater here in LA, everyone cheers when that comes on.
Oh, God.
And it claps when it's over, and like recites the lines in. It's a very, this is so terrible that we celebrate it kind of way.
But I mean, it's an actor community, so I understand them.
Believe me, they are not.
Listen,
I'm sorry, go ahead, Ambrosia.
I'm an advocate, right? So they're advocating for themselves. So great.
I'm absolutely. No one is doing it seriously.
Oh, really?
Everyone knows how terrible it is.
Oh,
and that's why it's like ironic cheering.
That's even better. I love it because there's probably actors in the audience and they're like hiding when that happens.
Right? They're getting like everyone pumped up. They're the ones reciting the lines. No,
that's hilarious. Ambrosia, I've one that I watched with my wife, and it was we watched The Menu. Did you watch it?
Yes.
Okay, so it's still fairly new on streaming, so we're not going to give any spoilers. We're not going to talk about it. But Ambrosia, what is your feeling? Did you like it?
Oh my gosh, I loved it so much. So I was really sad for one because I thought we had HBO, and then I just found out that like our because we used to have, long story short, I didn't have HBO, so then I bought HBO just so I could watch The Menu.
You should have just told me. I would have gave you my password, Ambrosia.
No.
We didn't say that because Netflix is listening.
We don't share stuff.
Netflix is listening, so shut.
I bought my own. But I like at the end of the movie, I've never done this before. I literally just like.
Yeah, I know, right?
I loved it so much, and maybe because like, I'm also a foodie, and okay, let's hear.
Hot take. Okay, this is okay. This is what I feel the movie is, and I'm not going to give any spoilers, but this is like put the movie Saw in a really elegant like 7-course meal dining experience.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what.
See, I didn't think it would be like. I don't think it.
It's not maybe not as extreme.
No, or as gory or as
gory.
Yeah.
But
so if it was a
cringy, the cringe feeling that Saw gives you, that's kind of. I listen. I'm kind of.
I'm sorry. Saw give you cringe feelings?
No.
Did we see the same movie?
Yeah, we did. It gave me cringe feelings. I don't do good with horror movies, and horror like even like I don't know if Saw is a horror movie, but it's one of those movies when they were dropping all those movies that are same, like The Hostel. Remember that movie?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then Saw was around the same time.
I still get the heebie-jeebies when I think about like what is like the back of your ankle called? Your Achilles. Your Achilles.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That feeling that everybody just had right there that made your face grimace. That's the feeling that the menu gives me when I'm sitting here watching it.
Really?
That's what they want, right? That's what the way they wrote it, right? So they gave me those things. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I hated it, or I am gonna say that when I watched it, whatever they wanted the audience to feel, I felt it. So
now Elizabeth didn't like it, correct? Or did she like it?
I don't know exactly if she liked it. Yeah, there you go. Torture, adult words, whatever. Oh, I don't know what the heck. Okay. I don't want to say that, but yes.
Yeah, you know what the word I'm talking about is. You
as I read,
and Facebook is comes up, it flags that.
P word. I don't know what the heck. Whatever. You let you guys figure that one out. But yeah, I'm those ones are like I just can't do those films. And then I'm just a big scary baby when it comes to horror movies anyway. Like I can't. I had a horrible experience like watching Chucky for the first time at my grandmother's house, who just happened to live across the street from a dark, scary orchard. And not only did that dark, scary orchard was creepy enough, right? Her couch was the back of the couch was in front of this big, large window that she always loved to never have any curtains on. And so there's no curtain. We're all sitting there in the dark, and all I could see. Every time that there's a dark, I see the reflection of the freaking orchard in the background of the TV, freaking me out.
Oh no!
So no, never again. So no more horror movies for Joey, big baby over here. Sorry.
No, I personally loved it. I love what is Taylor Joy, Anna Taylor Joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she does fabulous, and I absolutely I loved it.
Everybody's loving her as an actress right now, aren't they?
Oh, she I think the first thing I saw her in was Split.
Was she in that?
Yeah, she was one who got kidnapped. She was was the lead in there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fabulous.
Here's one that's on my list, Ambrosia, that I listen, this is a guilty pleasure, and I don't really I'm gonna say it out loud, but me and
The Goonies.
Me and Elizabeth watched the 90 Day Fiance tell-all, the 4-part tell-all.
Oh, how was it? I didn't watch it.
You gotta watch it. It is like, if you guys are Smut TV, right? I'm gonna out Alan right now, Alan Dunford of Pocus Hocus. If he's not still watching, his guilty pleasure to watch with his fiance is RuPaul's Drag Race, right?
Oh, that's
my guilty pleasure to watch with my wife is 90 Day Fiance. I don't know why. So it's like one of those things when I'm working and she has it on, I'm just like, I stop working and I'm like, why am I watching this and not working?
I got my husband hooked on both of those shows, RuPaul and 90 Day Fiance.
There you go.
I have a quick question.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
Is Angela still with? Oh no, Michael.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
because I know the last episode I watched, he was like texting other people.
There's a lot that happened. I'm not going to give anything away.
Okay,
there's a lot that happened, and there's a few people who are no longer together. So that's all I'm going to say.
I have the other older lady, and like her like little rapper, and then they were going to adopt the baby. I'm invested in that one, and I really hope they're not together because
I don't. He's using her. Ambrosia, are you all caught up on The Last of Us?
Oh, yes. That was
Oh, it's so good. No spoilers. we can probably talk about the first episode now because it's been out. Maybe not. Let's give it about a couple. Let's give it a 2-week run. How's that?
Perfect.
So next week we'll talk about the first episode.
Okay.
So if you guys haven't seen it by then, we'll let you know.
Which
But,
I knew it was a video game, and I was really my husband played a video game, and and like all his friends have.
Did he like it?
Oh, he did. He had some like feedback about who they had play one of like some of their casting stuff.
Yeah.
But
everybody, of course, all the gamers did. Of course they did, because when they're playing the game, they have their own fan casting. But and I get it. Whatever, you see them in your head canon a certain way, right?
Right.
But I liked it.
Me too.
It made me want to go and play the video game now. So because I watched some of the behind the scenes. You know how they do that every once in a while. I watched some of the behind the scenes, and the way they had it, they made it look almost exactly the way it was in the game, and that was really cool. So everybody who played the game and watched that, they were like, "Oh my gosh, you guys, this is how you do a video game adaptation."
That is what my husband said as well, and I don't have room to talk because I have never played a video game besides Pac-Man and like Super Mario. But I loved it and I thought it was so good. However, that also played into a little bit of like my mental health, and we'll like talk about it later. Of like, I've realized like I have a little bit of PTSD when it comes to like people getting shot, and so like, there's some scenes in there that I just like cried in, and it was so emotionally. I'm already invested.
I feel I'm invested too. I'm all about it. That's all I got on my list. Ambrosia, do you have anything on yours?
Let's see. The Menu, The Last of Us. That 90s show.
Oh yes, I started that too. The 90s show.
Yeah.
Okay. It has been touching on all the nostalgia feels. Listen,
absolutely.
It did better when they tried to do that 80s show. Do you remember when they did that? And then nobody that was in the 70s show was involved with it at all.
No.
And everybody was like, wait, if it's the 80s show, why isn't there anybody that we want in this? Right. It's just so I love that when they brought it back, they brought back some of they did it right.
They absolutely
passing the torch, right?
I am loving what they did in there. I think this is like, it's not overkill, but also it's like the perfect like dash of it all. It is so good. Yeah. I am like, I watched it not knowing what to expect because I hadn't seen it.
This is one of those shows that they because they know that they did something right the first time around. Mm-hmm. They use the same formula and the format, you know. They obviously have a Hyde kind of character, which I haven't seen it all, and I'm gonna say this right here out loud. I really hope that they don't bring him back because he's a bad guy.
Well,
in RL.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm surprised that some of the characters came back because, like, for once, Topher Grace, he like just talked about like how his experience like with how he wasn't friends with any of the cast and like how his experience like with the show wasn't the best. And so I really like that. Like they put that aside and that they all came back. It wasn't like a full, I like that it wasn't like Fuller House, but yeah, I really liked it.
I have not seen every episode yet. So, but yeah, I like that they did it. Yes. Topher ain't going to turn down money. Seriously, I wouldn't turn it down either, man. Like, but he's got a new movie out too. He's doing pretty good in some of these movies that he's got out right now too. So, I mean, you throw enough money at somebody, they're gonna say yeah. So you just put it. How about this 0? No, add another 0 and see if they say yes. So, whatever. All right, Ambrosia, that's all I got. Let's go ahead and move on to Geek News. Are you ready? We got a couple things. Let's do it. All right, we are going to be talking about some geek news, Ambrosia. First up, I got a really cool thing here from DC News. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. They just released their first poster for the series, and it reveals some of the actors in there and the portrayal. I don't know if we can pull that up, JD, if you're able to do that. But Ambrosia, have you been able to see it yet?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty cool. Let me see if I can pull this up and put it up to the camera if he's not available. But look at that. Oh,
Oh, that looks cool.
That does look pretty cool.
That looks really nice.
So I thought that was really cool, something to talk about. So that means we're going to be getting Shazam here coming out pretty soon. So
I am really excited for that.
So but here's my thing. I saw some stuff. Here we go. He's got the post post up. So here's some things, Ambrosia. Okay. My question is, and it might be going into some of the conversation here that we're gonna be talking about here a little bit, but we got James Gunn coming in, taking over DC, and he's changing things up. But which movies are staying at this point? I don't know what movies are staying and what continuity we have going
Where
on.
we're going to be at. No, and that's the frustrating part, and that's what I've been asking as well, because we have like some of the Shazam stuff still up, but yet we get rid of Superman and
right.
And so I have no idea, and I wish that we would have a do you think they even know what they're doing? Like,
well, I mean, here I'm gonna skip this next one. We'll come back to it here in a second, JD. James Gunn teases how much of DC slate will be revealed this month. So, people are talking about how I guess there was a rumor. Somebody put something out there, said that they're Saffron and Gunn, they're gonna be coming out and talking about the next 8 to 10 years. They have it all slated out and they're going to announce it this month. He went took to Twitter, took to social media saying, no, I'm not going to give you guys the next 8 to 10 years planned out. I'm going to give you guys a small portion of the first chapter. So they're going to make some, I guess that means we're going to be getting some news here. I don't know if this month or February, but we only have about a week left of this month. So, So when is he going to announce this stuff, and what part of it? What are we going to get? Because we know they want to do Superman, but we don't have Cavill as Superman.
No, and that's the frustrating part. Because I get it, but also why? I know why, but I don't know. I'm still very I feel very yucky about it.
I just want to know. Listen, I if they're going to give us any information, I want to know if there's going to be a timeline. So if they give us like a really cool timeline of like the movies that are out, the continuity timeline of the things that are out, and where these new things are going to fit in, kind of like Marvel does their movie slate,
like their timeline
with their timeline with their movies and stuff.
Yeah.
If they give me something similar like that, and I can maybe get a little bit better of an idea of how they're going to fit these in, or where they're going to be going with this. I don't know. I mean, he's a great storyteller, so he can do anything to bring it all back around, right?
If anything, he is truly fabulous. I think it's just going into the unknown and knowing how much is going to be changed and shooken up is a little scary. Which I'm sure that a ton of other people feel that way as well.
Yeah, I mean,
including the cast and characters.
I mean, everybody's listen. This is the big shakeup, right? All of the people who are DC heroes right now in the movie studios, they're like, obviously probably wanting to keep their roles, or now we got new people that are looking to take those roles. So, listen, I'm down for what he's going to do with it. We're all going to experience it anyway, whether we like it or not. So,
at the end of the day, we're just like,
bring it on.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying is bring it on. You know what, Ambrosia, would you like to get away from everything and stay away from all this stuff, and maybe search in abandoned buildings or abandoned houses?
Yes.
Like old abandoned houses. Well, Ambrosia, we can go, and right now, if we really, really wanted to, we can tour the Wayne Manor from Batman Begins, because
let's go. What are
Urban Explorers? So I guess this is a whole thing. Urban Explorers, they go and explore abandoned houses.
It's 31 million pounds of abandoned.
Sorry, we can probably take the audio off there, but sorry about that. But it's really cool if JD can get that going, but without audio, because it's kind of annoying throughout the whole thing. But they took to TikTok, and what they do is they walk through the entire manor, and and the thing, there's all kinds of gorgeous looking furniture that was left there, and it almost looks, fake, one of those fake things, but it's Wayne Manor. It's supposed to be this really cool thing. But I was like, oh man, I would love to do something like this, Ambrosia.
Oh, absolutely. Where do we sign up?
Where do we sign? I don't know. When we can, this is a whole thing people just do, and they just go, wander. Like, I don't know, when you were a kid, when you were a kid, did you have a place where people were like, dude, let's go to the tunnels, or let's go to the dude, this crazy abandoned warehouse or factory or something? It's okay, JD, if we can't.
Oh, your audio changed.
But I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All my audio, just hold on. I messed up my audio here. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, no.
Is that you or me? Did I do that?
I think it was me.
Or it could have been me.
I don't know. I think it was me. I messed up my audio now. It's not hooked up to my headphones.
But no. Oh wait. Oh, hi. No. Hi. No, I mean, like, there was always places like that, but the thing is that I was such a goody two shoot that if mom said no, I said no. I only went to places that mom approved on.
Yeah, man. I there was let's see. I don't know why I can hear.
Did you go like into abandoned stuff?
I'm not. There's.
There we go.
No comment here.
The thing is like I watched too many scary movies and horror movies to know. Do not go in. Unless my mom says yes.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't know why I hear you guys coming out of my head. I can hear you come out of my computer. But whatever, it's all good. And my audio's probably off now, but whatever. Let's
Just
go
one
ahead
suggestion. Did you pull your headphones out of the jack?
I did. I probably pulled them out somewhere. Because I don't know if you guys can hear me here. But
I can hear you. We can hear you.
Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to some Marvel news.
Okay.
So Kevin Feige. So we've been hearing all these crazy people been talking about how nobody likes superhero movies. People are going to start getting burnt out about superhero movies, all this stuff, right? Well, Kevin Feige took to an interview and he said that I don't think people are ever going to get tired of these movies. You know what I mean? And he went on to kind of, compare superhero movies to like, Gone with the Wind. It's like it's kind of a classic. It's become, superhero movies have kind of become a cult classic kind of thing where you think of it as like, there's superhero movies, there's Gone with the Wind, that kind of thing. There's like Rain Man, right? There's like it's synonymous with those things now. How do you guys feel about it? How do you feel about that, Ambrosia?
No, I agree. Especially I feel like there's going to be a generation of like every phase. Like for instance, like what Iron Man, did that come out in like 2007, 2009? The first Iron Man. And so you have like us who like we have been there from the very beginning, and then you're gonna have people who like jump onto the train now. I feel like it's gonna be very similar to Star Wars, where you have I love the prequels, and that is a hot take because many people hate the prequels. But the thing is that I grew up with the prequels. That is what got me into Star Wars and got me to rewatch the original trilogy. And so I feel like that's going to be the same thing with Marvel and DC. And it also goes back to like everyone needs a hero. Everyone, like, these are comic book classics who have been there from like the very start. And so think about like Superman. We've been having Superman since like what, 1940 something,
right? Like Batman. Come on, like these things are. It's. I feel the same way. They are. Listen. I think they're classics, man. And I think they're here to stay. Like, well, nobody's gonna get burnt out on them. If we're not burnt out now, I don't think we're ever gonna get burnt out.
No, if anything, we want more. If anything, I want more. I won't.
Yeah, I mean, right? Everyone. I mean, I think we're gonna want more and more and more. Let's see. We got some news here. And I don't know. Do you know who Chloe Bennett is? She was in the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She played what do they call it? Quake. Her name in the show was Daisy. Anyway, So she took to social media, and I guess she was like, talking back to a troll and saying, anyway, she made a comment, but people were more noticing what she had in her sock, and it was actually some daisies in her sock, and people are thinking that's her kind of way of saying that she might be coming to the MCU. Remember these rumors back when people were like, well, what about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Because when they first put Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. onto the TV, it was in continuity with the movies, right? You kind of watch that, and then they kind of went into the movies a little bit, right? It followed what's from Clark Gregg, I think his name, or Greg Clark, his character. It followed his death, and then he wasn't dead, right? So it followed him, and so right now supposedly they don't know that he's dead, right? And all this stuff's going on. So there's some kind of continuity in there that they've never really played with, and they've always wondered, are they going to bring this into the MCU? And now we see her kind of teasing this, and we might be getting Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. into the MCU.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten it so far. And I'm surprised that they had the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. without being part of the MCU.
But this is the thing, though. Isn't Chloe Bennett, wasn't she in like the Clark Gregg? Thank you. It wasn't I said Greg Clark. Anyway, wasn't Chloe Bennett in the freaking live action Powerpuff Girls like remake?
Oh my gosh.
Or I don't even think, did it come out yet, or they were just?
No, I think
gosh.
they may have like started over.
They scrapped it.
I think they did, like, after some of those things leaked, and like
nobody liked it.
No, and it was like, it was brutal. I probably maybe she's trying to redeem herself from like the movie that's gonna come out. Okay. Would you rather have the Powderpuff Girls come out, or the Batgirl movie come out?
Oh, Batgirl movie, of course. Like, please.
She was in Powerpuff.
Oh my gosh, no. Did it come out?
No, it's a potential. So we're still having potential upcoming superhero.
Listen, this is the thing.
I don't think we're gonna get it.
If Powerpuff Girls, it comes out, a live action Powerpuff Girls, and we don't get a Batgirl, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna flip tables.
She's supposed to be Blossom.
I'm totally gonna flip tables all day long if we get that.
I'm so sad that they with the Batgirl stuff still.
Ambrosia, supposedly Disney, Marvel has their slate. Look at that. There's Powerpuff. Oh, look how bad it is. Oh my gosh,
dude, you should just. I was just looking at some of the pictures. It's a little brutal right now.
Oh my gosh, and it's on the CW. It's gonna be in the CW, guys. Oh my god. Oh man.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's a Berlanti. So, dude, come on. Anyway, Disney maps out new Marvel, Star Wars, and movies through 2027. So they put out. Somebody put out a tweet showing their slate of. I'm trying to look for the tweet. Where did it go? Be patient, Joey. Okay, there it is. They got stuff slated. I'm pulling it up. It's on Twitter, and it is. They got all kinds of. They have everything slated that we know of, right? But we like Ant-Man and Wasp. The Quantumania is going to be coming up, right? We obviously have the Indiana Jones, the Marvels. We know about Haunted Mansion, right? But there's some things on here. There's like an untitled Deadpool movie, untitled Marvel. We have 1, 2 untitled Marvel movies. We have 3, 4, 5. We have like 5 untitled Marvel things going on. In from here to like 2027. So and that's untitled. Now we have in the next couple of years, we already know about all those really cool things that's happening, right? So, I mean, this is really cool to kind of get something like this. I don't know if any of this is going to be solidified or stuck in.
See, when it comes to this, I kind of take it all with a grain of salt, just because.
Right.
Yeah.
Jay said that she had already left the project.
Oh.
So,
good for her. Good for her. Know your worth.
So yeah, man. Pretty cool stuff.
We have a lot of good stuff coming out.
I saw on there, Ambrosia, that there was an untitled Marvel or untitled Star Wars something or other. So there's a handful of them, a handful of Star Wars, handful of Marvel stuff going on.
Oh yeah,
that we don't know about. That's among all the stuff that we already know about that they've been telling us about.
No, we have so much like Ahsoka. We have they're going to be diving into like Clone Wars and
Rogue Squadron could possibly be, but didn't they scrap that one? I can't remember if they
I don't know. I don't think so.
Scrapped it. So maybe not.
I could be wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my mouth, but she it was postponed indefinitely because she went to work on Wonder Woman.
Okay.
But she's been canned from Wonder Woman movies, as most people.
Right.
So she went back. She's been taking meetings with the Disney people lately. And possibly get, because this is the movie she was really passionate about doing.
Yeah, remember she made that whole big, sizzle reel.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I really hope that she does something better than WW84.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think she has to.
That's all I'm saying.
But did you?
WW84 had a really it had got a really bad rap, but that was they had to finish filming in the middle of COVID, right? So I mean,
I would watch Pedro Pascal eat the scenery any day of the week. I don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Oh man. Listen, I'd watch it again, but whatever. I'm a sadist for really horrible shows and movies. Yeah, let's see what else I got. Ambrosia.
Did you watch the Mandalorian trailer?
The Mandalorian trailer. I watched. No, did I watch the Mandalorian trailer? I think I might have.
Ooh, it looks beautiful. It comes out March 1st. We all thought. I thought it was coming out in the fall.
Yeah, we did to get that announcement, right? We're going to be getting it in March.
March
so
1st?
That's coming up. Yeah. So next one's we got Wakanda Forever next Wednesday, and then we got Mandalorian hitting March. We're getting so many good things.
I hope you like. Well, I hope you like Wakanda Forever.
I think I will. I'm going to be into it. Let's see what else we got. That's it, Ambrose. That's all I got. What is our time? We got about okay. We can move right on to our pull list. What do you think, Ambrose? You got anything else to talk about?
No. Just
all
besides,
right.
Yeah, no, we have some really sweet stuff coming up.
Cool. All right. It's kind of a hefty Wednesdays here on some of the stuff, but let's go ahead and move right into our what's in our pull list.
Cool.
All right, everybody, this is the part of the show where we talk about what is in our comic book pull list. And bros, we got a handful of really good stuff out this week. I went to the comic shop today before the show. I have a couple of my books here with me. I didn't grab all the books because when I don't pull all of these things in my pull box, because if I did, I'd probably go bankrupt. But these are the things that I really want in my pull list.
Oh, let's see.
So first up, the one that I want is Detective Comics 1068. I'm a sucker for Ram V Detective Comics.
Ram V has really made a mark for himself.
Yeah,
and he's been really doing awesome.
So this Act 1 Part 3, Half a Chance in Hell. So if you guys are checking out and reading this one, it's really great. I keep hearing. So I need to catch up on this. It's already far away from when I stopped collecting the Detective Comics. So I think it was probably like 3 or 4 writers ago. So I need to pick it right back up again and read some more. Next one is Batman One Bad Day, Catwoman #1. I told you I'm a sucker for these One Bad Days, so
yes,
I wanted to check this one out.
I got that one too.
I don't think I saw this one on the shelf, but I don't think I grabbed it. I don't know why I didn't grab it on the shelf today.
It was a wait, this one? One bag?
Yeah, I saw it on the shelf.
It's a heavy one.
And I was going to get it, and I think I don't know why I didn't get it. I think it was because
it was $8.
No, I think I gave myself a budget, and I was like, anyway. I think
Good for you.
Like an unconscious budget. Star Wars Yoda 3. Are you reading this one?
Yes.
I need to go back and read the first two. So I might go on Comixology, excuse me, or Global Comics. Or I don't think they have it, but I'm gonna go see if somewhere where I can download it and read it. Excuse me. Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, The Lost Years. I actually did get this one, Ambrosia.
Nice.
I got this one from the LCS today. I got this cover here. I don't know if I'm not sure if this is the regular cover. I just saw this one and I said, "Oh, that's dope. I gotta get it." How are you keeping up with The Last Ronin?
No, I got like the first 5 issues. What issue are we on now? Oh, this one's a new arc.
Yes, it's a new arc. Yep.
So I finished the first arc. Which I probably should get this one. I don't know why I didn't.
This is cover C. It says it right there.
Ooh, oh, that's cool.
Cover C.
Yes.
Cover C.
I should probably jump back onto this.
Yeah, there you go. Cover C. Yeah, that's the one I got there. Let's see what else. Gargoyles 2. I was really excited because they brought back Gargoyles. So that one's on my list.
Nice.
Inferno Girl Red. This one's on my list too. I actually was in the shop. Excuse me. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse excuse me. Excuse me. I grabbed this one because not too long ago for House of India, I spoke to Matt Groom, which is one of the writers on the book, and we talked to him a little bit. We brought up this book here. This was before this was out through Image. It was when he had it out through Kickstarter, and we were talking a little bit about it. So if you guys want to go back and listen to that episode, you guys can head over to House of Indie Pod and just look it up. I think it's called Lost Tapes with Matt Groom. I actually lost it and I refound it and edited it and posted it out. So check that one out. We talk a little bit about Inferno Girl Red, and this one's a hefty one too, actually. If you can see this by the spine there, it's a little bit thicker. So check that one out. Excuse me, I got like a little allergy thing going on. Excuse me, I'm gross right now. Nightwalkers #1 is written next up on my list, Ambrosia.
Okay.
This one looked really cool. I did not grab this one from the shop. But I grabbed another one that is not on this list that I just saw and I was like, gotta get it. Good Boy Prodigal Son 3 is out as well. Definitely grab that one. Our buddy Dave Lemps is working on that one with those guys. Dead Seas 2 is out as well. That one's on mine. And Hush Ronin from Band of Bards was one on my list. And this one here, Ambrosia, from one of our friends, Coins of Judas, which is from a good buddy of mine, Travis Gibb. He's if you guys know that name, he's one of the guys. He does a lot of really cool Kickstarter stuff, and this is his first one to hit the direct market. He's got another one coming out. This one's from Band of Bards, and he's got another one hitting the direct market in a couple weeks, coming from Scout Comics. So definitely check this one out. The coins. I quick synopsis. Coins of Judas. Basically, people who grab these coins are kind of possessed. Basically demons hold power over these coins of Judas and all that good stuff. So check this one out. You guys are definitely going to want to read that one.
Awesome.
And if you can't find it in your LCS, you probably won't find it anywhere because it's sold out at the distributor.
Oh my goodness.
So if you can't find this one in your shop, make sure you go either to Band of Bards. You can find it there, or maybe hit up a friend who has it. Buy it from him. Or Travis Gibb, he might have something he'll sell to you. Go ahead and do that as well. That's all that's on my list.
Yeah, this week I'm picking up Marvel's The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 18, Saga issue number 61. I also picked up Batman One Bad Day, Catwoman issue number 1. Those have been some fun little one shots. I picked up Sins of Sinister issue number 1 from Marvel that came out.
That one's a cool looking cover.
Mm-hmm. Catwoman issue number 51, Dr. Aphra issue number 28, Star Wars Yoda issue number 3.
Yeah.
Did I say Dr. Aphra? Yes,
Dr.
Aphra. Star Wars The High Republic, The Blade issue number 2. And then I think that's it.
That's good. That's really, really cool. Nightwalker's from Source Point Press is really good looking too.
Ooh, that looks awesome.
I don't know. Right now, I'm a sucker for a little bit for some zombie stuff. I saw this one on the shelf today, and I had to get it. It's called Zombie Side Day 1, number 1, from Source Point Press, and I don't know who else that is. Whatever that logo is. So, and then I saw this one on a show that our buddy from the he's a part of the Geek Collective, but Blake's Buzz, him and another buddy of his were talking about this trade, and it just dropped and from Boom Studios, and I wanted to read it. They were talking about it. I was really intrigued and interested when they were talking about it, so I saw it in shop today, and I grabbed this one. It's called Grimm. So basically, think of somebody who that dies, and they basically. So this is I'm gonna read the synopsis here. Jessica Harrow is dead, but her journey has only begun. Discover the world of the afterlife, where Jessica has been recruited as a Reaper, tasked with ferrying countless souls to their final destination. So basically, she dies, and she becomes a Reaper, and she's tasked with taking these people to the anyway. But unlike the rest of the Reapers, Jess has no memory of what killed her and put her into this position. So she has no memory of how she died when everybody else knows how they died. So
interesting.
That's really, really cool concept there.
And who is that through?
This is through Boom Studios. This is from
cool.
Stephanie Phillips, Flaviano, and Rico Renzi. So
awesome.
Really good looking interiors if you guys wanted to check it out. Really cool looking stuff. So yeah, really, really cool. I mean, this kind of a story has been done a lot, right? People die, they're Grim Reaper, they gotta whatever. I'm down for it all day.
I will always read anything out of the strange and ordinary.
Right there you go. Same here. That's all I got. I don't think I have anything else. Graham Jaybird says Grimm is a great series. So Jay, I'm sure he's probably read it.
Do you know how we were talking about if I could get through to that? If you thought I could finish all these Lego sets?
Yeah,
all the Spice Girls. No, because I make like silly mistakes where I can't even get through Baby Spice because like I put these ones on sideways.
Oops.
So, yes,
yeah, it's got a exclamation point. So I think you have to say it. Boom Studios. Okay, there you go. Let's see. That's all I got, Ambrosia. I don't have anything else. Got anything else? On your list?
No.
There's all kinds of really good stuff out there, guys. So make sure you guys are checking it out.
Oh, absolutely. Make sure you go support your local comic book stores, ask questions, find things that you like, check out different independent books, check out some trades.
Yeah. So before we leave, Ambrosia, we're not going to do a check-in, but what we do want to do is we want to make sure that everybody knows that we are mental health advocates, and the way we can do that here on the show is we give you guys the availability to know what the number is for a suicide crisis and prevention hotline. So the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline now has a 3-digit number in the United States. This new shorter number will take you and make it easier for you to access mental health crisis in the middle of a crisis. All you got to do is type or text 988, and you will be connected to a crisis lifeline representative. For more information, head on over to 988lifeline.org. And I will make sure you guys know this. You guys can do a quick Google search of your local area for Warm Lines. That's WARMLINES, Warm Lines, and all that. They have all kinds of really cool stuff available to you guys there when it comes to mental health and crisis. So make sure you guys are using those. Make sure that's one of your first places to go to in the middle of a crisis before you reach out to or harm anybody. Make sure that's what you guys do. So we got about 8 minutes here. We want to tell you guys, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Ambrosia, I know you really love Kickstarters, right?
Absolutely.
You want me to tell you about Pocus Hocus,
Yes, please.
Woven Press, and which is Mixology Noir, and the Night Wolf plushie, right?
Yes, please. Wait, I finished one. I got breathing.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, please.
Yes.
I could breathe.
So if you guys head on over to let's see, Geek Collective, let's go new Mixology Noir. If you guys want to know about a really cool double feature horror noir book, head on over to geekcollective.net/Woven Press. That's WOLVENPRESS, and you guys will be you guys will be directed to that Kickstarter, and make sure you guys are pledging some really cool stuff there. If you guys want a really cute cuddly plush, head on over to geekcollective.net/PLUSH. That's plush, and you guys will be directed to my buddy Rob Multari's Kickstarter, where you guys can get some really cool connecting covers and a really cute looking plush. Here we're looking at Mixology Noir, the Sazerac and Vesper. Those happen to be two different kind of mixed drinks. So one of you can kind of play that off a little bit there, right? In one of the stories, we got one of the guys, he finds himself in the middle of a bar that is that houses old gods right after he cursed his wife, and they just heard him. So if you guys want to go head on over there and find out what happens next, make sure you guys click that link there and head on over to Mixology Noir. And we got the plush. Head on over to get the plush. And then last but not least, we have Pocus Hocus. My buddies Alan Dunford and friends. We have Pocus Hocus V2, a dark and humorous magical comic series. You can get all the issues. You can get some really great looking exclusive covers, holofoils, metal covers. We have like 7 different covers in the entire thing. So it's about a magician who loses his soul and he tries to get it back, and he's desperately searching for it, and he has to go through all these hilarious things to get there. So make sure you guys are doing that. Head on over to geekcollective.net/Pocus Hocus V2. We got that at the bottom there. And thank you guys for hanging out with us. Ambrosia, quickly, please, can you let everybody know where they can find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram, and I'll be honest, I haven't been on the Twitter recently. I know it sounds so bad. I feel so icky being on it. I hate it. I don't know. I don't know.
I get it. Now all social media is icky because they're letting horrible people back on. Anyway.
I know. I hate it so much. I need to get back onto Twitter so I can have random rants. But yes, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Ambrosia_Linda, as well as TikTok as Comics and Cupcakes.
And you can find me at Joey Galvez 1984 all over everything that is social media. You can hang out with us at geekcollective.net. Find us there. Do all kinds of cool stuff with us. We can run your campaign. We can run some all kinds of cool stuff. And if you guys are looking for ads to play right here on the show, hit us up. We can do that too. Thank you guys. There it is. Look, I look like I was underwater there for a second. That's why I was going.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
I was doing this to get it to focus. And anyway, thank you, JD, for doing this, man. We appreciate you and everything you do. Make sure you guys stick around. We've got who's up next? Is it Henri, JD? Henri up?
Kicking it with Henri. 2 hours of nonstop comic sales.
So you make sure you guys stick right here on the XP to watch Henri, kicking it with Henri. We'll see you guys next week, same time, Geek Channel, same Geek time. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.